Don't do that, we are.
Oh, sorry.
This week on It's Not Easy Being Green, Lauren and her mate Phil Jupitus have been let loose with the pride of the Caravan Club, a customised, eco-friendly classic caravan.
Non-stop, you keep on coming.
I recall Central Park in fall.
James and I are cooking up Meals on Wheels for the happy campers.
Am I going to have to put my hand up its bum?
And once Phil is completely fed up, we'll be grilling him over his green credentials.
Thank God we're not being filmed.
Yeah, nobody knows. Oh! And here in London, Chris and Jay are ready to move in. At last. No peeking.
Watch out, I know you're coming.
It says here, engine block cookery is a tradition going back almost as long as the automobile itself.
This feels quite warm, these pasties are frigid.
All right, get rapid. How about if we put it here? Cooking times. You're probably wondering about cooking
I
time.
am wondering about
Shrimp, it takes 30 to 50 miles to cook.
Really?
Yeah. Chicken breasts, 60 miles at 65 miles an hour.
That's always Heston and Blumenthal.
Remember, during a time of power failure to your home, you can use your car to cook dinner. So when society does collapse after the credit crunch and we live in a Mad Max-like society,
You'll be glad you watched this programme.
you'll be quite happy. Admittedly, you'll have to sell your children to pay for the petrol, but at least you'll have a hot dinner.
We're road testing an eco-friendly Airstream caravan. Our grand green tour of Britain will result in a rendezvous on Bodmin Moor with the Strawbridges. What a sensation.
Fear and Loathing on Bodmin Moor, ready to go, take.
Right, now what?
You're going to do us some driving across Cornwall.
This gorgeous silver dream machine was presented to the world by none other than Dallas star Bobby Ewing, aka Patrick Duffy.
This thing is amazing.
I mean, it's entirely possible that we've got the most eco caravan in the country at this very moment.
We definitely have. Don't you believe Patrick Duffy? Are you calling him a liar?
In my opinion, it's extremely easy being green.
This isn't just any old caravan.
No.
It's an Airstream caravan.
Even the aluminum is recycled. It's 2.5 weeks of Amy Winehouse's beer cans.
He's not still in it, is he?
I don't know. Patrick!
It'd be terrible if we open the door and Duffy's in there.
I quite like it with his twinkling eyes.
Patrick Duffy's in the back of that caravan! Duffy!
While Phil fantasises about the Dallas Dreamboat, James and I are in London for a final visit. Chris and Jay have been working on their eco-renovation for 6 months. And we've been with them every green step of the way. Today we're beating a path down to their local reclamation yard.
Hello, puppy. Hiya, dog.
For some finishing touches.
Oh, a whole pile of doors. Yeah, masses of doors.
And we could, sand it down with a heat gun.
Well, James knows about stripping off doors, don't you, mate?
Yeah, it's quite a lot of effort.
Well, a new one would cost you £40, but it wouldn't be as good quality. I could let you have this one for 25.
I'll give you 20 quid for it.
Well, you're a good customer, so yeah.
It may be hard work to revamp a door like this, but you'll probably get better quality wood and save a tree.
And what about the paint?
Well, it's a natural eco paint, which means there's no nasty chemicals involved and there's no toxic fumes when you're painting. As you say, you see the natural way of them doing it, and it is just a case of bunging everything in. This is a ceiling paint, matte ceiling paint. The shade is alabaster. Does it smell kind of creamy?
Yeah, it is sort of.
Yeah.
James, what would you say that smells of? Oh, it had to be! It smells good. What do you reckon, Chris?
I think we're finished.
Yeah?
We've got everything here.
How many more rooms have you got to do?
We've got 6 more rooms and a large hallway and landing.
Only 6?
Are you going to stay and help me do those?
What do you think?
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for your hard work.
I can't paint their house. We've got a programme to make. We'll be back when you've finished, mate.
Hey, there's a ukulele in the back there. What could be more eco-friendly than us even making our own music? Aid Edmondson off the telly bought me that ukulele.
Did he?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Then it's... No. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm driving, but I, Phil Jupitus, am a professional. And when you're driving, never teach the ukulele. Thanks. Right there in
My dirty
face.
This thing of beauty has been greened up by the Caravan Club to encourage Britain's camping and caravanning fraternity to reduce their carbon footprint.
See if these beauties... Man. Oh. This is a veggie one, look.
Veggie one, right.
Get in! Get in!
Oh.
Is this the first time you've had engine cooked food?
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Our own field.
I don't know how to use the 4-wheel drive. What did I tell you? I told you we'd find out I wasn't a real man. Drive. Whoa!
Hey!
Oh yeah! This is my first time in 4-wheel drive.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like Rommel.
We'll leave Phil feeling like Rommel and find James and Duncan feeling like pizza.
My mate Duncan is a top recycler. He tries to live on the things that others throw away. Remember his clay oven? Now he's got the baking bug. He wants to make bread, organic bread. Luckily, there happens to be a water-powered flour mill just down the road. I think my dad would be green with envy seeing something like that.
Most people are this stunning. We're here for some flour, if that's right.
Yeah, you can help yourself.
Excellent.
Courses in the back there on the shelf. Money pot behind you.
Excellent.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Ian. See you soon.
First time I've seen Duncan have to pay for anything.
Amazing place to have locally.
It's really good. He's roped in his mate,
Paddy, we're back.
to help with a bit of kneading.
How's your bread rolling skills?
To be honest, I've never done it before in my life, so... Duncan wants to start an eco-bakery. He's planning to do some market research at his local farmers market. If he gets the thumbs up from the punters, he hopes to make serious amounts of dough.
You better get a move on, mate, because we've got like 20 loaves to make.
He's making nettle bread.
So just the idea is like using food from like the wild larder wherever possible. Nettles are great nutritionally, and the best thing is it's free as well.
We're not trying to say eat nettles, it tastes lovely. We're putting in there for a very valid reason. It's like the health benefits.
The last cheesemaker in cheddar is providing the key ingredient for the cheesy bread.
Okay, the cheddar you picked up today?
Yep.
So we're going to get this into the bread.
And from Newhouse Farm, our very own beetroot.
Wow. So what do you reckon, James?
I've never seen anything like it, to be honest.
It's a nice little sourdough.
Organic bread in all the colours and all the sizes. I think we might need another oven to cook this lot. It's going to be a long night for Paddy and Duncan. Well, I'll be dreaming about bread if it helps.
And we'll be making the dreams happen.
I'll be back in the morning.
You belong to some...
The Eco Caravan isn't yet on the market, but it does sell the idea that being green can be cool and cosy.
Whistling solo.
We are totally self-sufficient thanks to our solar panels, wood stove and compost loo.
Once more, please.
All you need is a pal to collect the water.
Well, so far, this is pretty comfy, actually. I mean, there are things that you can obviously tell are sort of recycled. I mean, you know, the lockers that are the storage are the first thing that jumps out at you, and then there's like recycled tiles. So it's definitely an interesting option. And the wood-burning stove is fab. Love it. It's just like a dream come true for someone who's a bit of a secret pyro like me.
You belong to me.
Teeth before bed.
Okay, all right. Oh, the brush is not for I, Lauren Laverne.
No?
For we of the environmentally friendly stamp use this new thing.
A new thing? It doesn't look very new.
It's a twig. It is wood.
It looks a bit
I am
medieval.
brushing my teeth with wood. Put a little bit of nets of the old paste on there. Let's kind of meet everything halfway.
Look at that.
This was left by a robin earlier.
That's how Robin's got such clean teeth. What's that like?
I feel like a beaver. Oh, God.
It's horrible.
Well, no, it's all right. It's actually good.
Really?
Oh, splinter. Somebody new, but tonight you belong to me, just a little old me. Them scones done yet?
You just cleaned your teeth.
Nag, nag, nag.
What time do you call this?
Oh, you know.
How you doing?
Good, good.
Good.
Wow, can I have a dough ball?
No, you definitely
sure?
cannot.
Really?
Definitely, no.
Please?
I spent all night baking these.
Duncan's been baking like crazy, but what will the early birds at the farmer's market make of his homespun efforts?
That's magic. It's very healthy, but it's really good.
I like the fact that people aren't shy about trying all the different varieties, because like when I first heard nettles, beetroot, I was like, what? You know, in bread, but actually people love it.
You can't compare it to anything you buy. It's got such a depth of flavour. It is absolutely fantastic.
And I'm very fussy because I am French, and the French are very fussy with their food, but I think it's superb.
It's gone from kind of friends and family saying, oh yeah, you know, this tastes really good, to actually hearing complete strangers loving it and wanting to take some home for lunch.
Looks like Duncan's onto a winner. His taste in bread has got the thumbs up from the punters. And his thrifty baking business looks as if it might just be a goer.
Yeah, I couldn't really have asked more of today.
Thrift. Now there's a word that's coming back into fashion. Hunter Davis, journalist and biographer to the rich and famous, has written a word or two on the subject.
During the war, when we had food rationing and we had to live on very slender means, it was against the law to waste food. The head of the household, if he was found to be chucking food out that was edible, he could be sent to prison.
No way.
It's unbelievable.
This is one kind of waste you can get round. But this kind of waste, and this, you want to watch out for and avoid.
When I see a bowl of fruit, I always eat the one that's rotten. The mouldy one. Whereas everybody else in the house would only eat the good one. I hate any sort of waste whatsoever.
Why not get together with your friends and form a make, do and mend group? Then you can all help each other.
I could make a smart costume for the young lady.
My wedding dress. I'd like to be a nightdress and panties.
Well, I've never bought a pair of socks for 10 years. These are free airline socks. And actually, when the plane empties, I try to sneak into first class because the posh people there leave, and they're actually slightly thicker, the first class.
Almost free, and in these days of rationed clothing, certainly easy, is an attractive little garment made out of 7 ordinary face towels, a natty, homemade, unrationed bathing costume, complete with pocket for dry biscuits. A triumph of economy and ingenuity. Well done, Wilma.
I always stamp on toothpaste tubes until they're totally empty, screaming for mercy. A brilliant tip for using old bits of string. You keep the old bits of string, then you get a pair of large knitting needles, and it gives you a pattern, and you knit these bits of string into a dishcloth.
Oh no.
It's got to be in you, this sort of thrifty nature. In fact, a thrifty person could end up a happy, successful, well-off person.
I can see people going to the Hunter Davis School of Wicked Waste.
Thanks, chaps. We've no time to waste. Dawn is breaking on Bodmin Moor.
Red sky in the morning. I forecast a heavy shower.
I recall Central Park in fall. How you tore your dress. What a mess. Well, the shower, I'm inside the shower, and it's quite snug, as you might imagine. But I would imagine that the average-sized person could have quite a time in here. But for me, it's a bit like wearing a large, wet corset.
Yes, but is the water hot?
It's the water system in the thing's marvellous. Absolutely marvellous.
Thanks to the wood-burning stove and the solar panels.
I think it's definitely made me think about alternatives more. It's actually a better option than most of those really sort of plasticky caravans that, you know, I kind of grew up with, really. I mean, you know, it's got that beautiful wood-burning stove and absolutely, I think I've found that you can be kind of more ecologically minded, but still kind of have a little bit of luxury.
I spent the first couple of years of my life in a caravan on the Isle of Wight. Not that I remember them. I mean, it's weird. This whole experience has made me realise that it's a lot more viable than I thought it was. You know. Cramping. Oh.
While Phil wrestles with his big red corset, it's time for the big reveal in London. Chris and Jay's house is finally becoming a home. Together over the last 6 months, we've wrapped up this Victorian terrace in swathes of cosy sheep's wool.
Come on, Jay, work faster!
We've celebrated solar.
Look at the steam coming up!
We've raved about rainwater. We've skipped to the loo, my darlings.
That's rainwater.
And we've built a townhouse for chickens. The walls are plastered to perfection. We've slapped on some eco paint, and it's very nearly finished.
And what do you think's actually taken you a bit longer to hit the deadline? Because obviously I'm here wearing my tie, feeling a bit silly that we're not having, you know, a glass of champagne and all that. But
yeah, well, house projects don't work like that, do they? I mean, really, there's always delays. But
how close to moving in are you?
Yeah, 2 weeks, I think.
Wow.
Really. All the installs are done, and we're just at the stage where we're, doing the cosmetics and taking our time. Really.
So, kitchen done, is it? Wow. Are we talking
paint?
And they're still thinking green.
We've sourced a oven and a hob from friends, so we're actually recycling those products. We've got insulation, underfloor heating underneath all this, so it's using the solar panels and the air source heat pump to provide heat in this area. There's eco paints on the walls.
What else have we got? Where else do we stand? What sort of
bedroom. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, that almost sounds like you've got a bed.
This is the only time I'm going to invite you into my bedroom, Dick.
You're only saying that because Chris is here. You'll just have to imagine the soft furnishings, carpets and curtains. The things we care about are in the loft, under the floorboards and on the roof, i.e. out of sight but not out of mind.
What we've demonstrated here is that even in an odd-shaped 150-year-old house, you can make it into an eco-renovation. You can incorporate all these things and make it a great-looking house as well.
We're not allowed in.
No, we laid the tiles a couple of days ago.
But it looks smart though, doesn't it?
It really does.
I'm really pleased.
The bathroom is awash with water-saving, eco-friendly delights.
So what advice would you give to people who are looking to do a similar sort of renovation?
The internet is a massive source of information. It takes time to trawl through it. So if you're going to do an eco renovation, make sure you add a couple of months on so that you can thoroughly research all your options.
Hence the reason we're not sitting here with a cup of tea. I have to say, you can be as green as you want, but you don't get a cup of tea.
Yet.
Yeah.
This looks like an ordinary house, but we know how energy efficient it really is. In our passion for all things green, we really have become rather alike.
See you. Jay, take care.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
You go back to work. Oh,
Good luck. Good luck.
Matt.
see you now.
See ya.
Take care.
God, it's giving me a rash.
Back at Newhouse Farm, it's time to make lunch. We're meeting Phil and Lauren at a picnic spot on Bodmin Moor. And we've invited one of our turkeys to join us.
Oh, there we go. Right. There we go. Oh, look at that. What we'll do is we'll whip the head off first and take it from there. Okay. If you feel in there, you want to get a knife in there and sort of score you. Yeah. And see if you can separate the vertebrae.
Do you want to mind this one?
Not really.
We're getting our hands dirty too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my upper body strength is...
Come on.
Not even me.
Before I said that I was going to do the messy bit, am I going to have to put my hand up its bum?
No, not up his bum. Remember?
Okay, hand in. Just nice and Oh, James, it shouldn't smell like it. Stop. Oh, the indignity of it.
This is like life on Earth. Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Okay, good. Well done, look. That's foul. See how nice and clean it is?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Are you in the mood for food?
Yay! Always.
Just as well, Lauren's a veggie, so she's gonna love these.
Wow. They're very lucky getting that. Look at that for a parsnip.
First, catch your bird.
Eco cooking.
Second, install your oven.
It's a transportable barbecue.
I know it's cheating, but we're in a hurry.
Everybody take a stand and join the caravan of love.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I'm your brother. Oh, sister, don't you know I'm your uncle.
This has got to be the ultimate eco-green Meals on Wheels. We've got an organic turkey, organic vegetables, and organic wine. We're off. How Barbie will travel. Let's see if this caravan is up to a spot of location catering.
Dick, we've got this eco-camping lark totally sussed.
I do feel that we're at the dawning of a new age for the caravan.
Definitely for us.
Certainly for us.
Caravan club.
Caravan.
Booyah.
Caravan club.
Turkey's looking good, mate.
Where's my lunch?
Hang on, we're coming. Meals on VW Wheels have arrived. At last, we're meeting up with our happy caravanners.
Mr. Strawberry.
Hello, sir. Good to see you.
You're all right. Hi, man.
What have you brought for us? Oh my goodness. It's a roast beast.
Yeah. Look at that. This cooking on the move is obviously the thing these days, isn't it? I was cooking on my engine yesterday, but wow.
We've got vegetables as well, all from the garden. There's leeks, parsnips and butternut squash.
A bouquet for me. I feel like an ice skater.
So I think you do all the hard work. We'll have a chat.
Yeah?
Okay, here we are.
Right, you ready for this?
I am. I'm braced.
Because at the end of this, we're going to find out how many planets it would take to support a world full of Phil Jupiters. How would you best describe your diet? Vegan, vegetarian, or meat and or fish eater?
Let's go with meat and or fish.
Two, right, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. How often do you buy organic meat, vegetables, or dairy products?
All the time.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good man. All right. What kind of vehicle do you travel in, if any?
I've got a 4-litre diesel Cherokee Jeep.
Okay, so large.
Yeah. Is that large? I don't know.
4-litre large?
Okay.
Come on.
It's not. It doesn't. You know, when you think of it in terms of ice cream, it doesn't seem like that much to me.
How many hours in the last 12 months have you spent in personal air travel within Europe?
Ireland 3 times, so that's
okay. So
6 hours, and then Norway.
Over 15 hours, Phil. It's adding up, mate.
It is over 15 hours.
You can't get worse than over 15 hours in this
there we go.
So,
there we are.
Right. How do you heat your home? Wood, electricity, oil, or gas?
Gas.
gas.
Yeah, it's probably worth pointing out at this point that I do have to heat something else, which I've got an outside swimming pool as well, a small. It is. It's not an Olympic, but I've got an outdoor heated pool. I was on a health campaign one winter, and so I kept it heated throughout an entire winter, and I didn't realise,
Bills for that? Ooh.
Well, we were phoned by the gas board, and they went, we sent someone round to read the meter, and they went, you owe us £8,000.
What?
Yeah.
I would be sympathetic, but I'm not.
I know you're not.
What are you doing? £8,000 worth of gas?
I know, man. I know. It's awful. We didn't feel good about it.
Okay, I'm going to find another planet. I must be able to add a planet on here.
You've got to just be able to. Just making me feel like a Viking with every question, pillaging the world.
Do you regularly turn off lights and not leave your appliances on standby?
Yeah, and the kids have, of course, had it drummed into them at school, which is an incredible pain in the arse because
Pester Power's great.
No, it's like I plug my phone in to charge it. I come down in the morning, some child has turned it off.
All children at home, this is a very good idea. Pester your parents.
Except you, and you know who you are.
Right. How much did you spend on bath and grooming products in the last 12 months?
That is high. I am
Really?
I am metrosexual, so.
You see, I don't even know what that means.
I spend quite a lot on. I do buy kind of high-end male grooming products.
I see. I've got a brush and a toothbrush and a razor.
Feel that skin. Feel that skin.
Well done.
Feel that skin.
Okay.
Worth the planet. Worth the planet.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
We're at the end now.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Are we ever?
And the idea is, if everybody lived like you, this is going to say how many planets it would take.
If everybody lived like me and heated a swimming pool on snowy days.
The swimming pool didn't get included in that. You got away with that one.
I got away with it. I rather think I didn't. Thank God we're not being filmed.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Oh!
Okay. If everybody lived like you, it would take 4.19 planets to support us, instead of just the one we've got.
Phil Jupitus speechless. That's a first. He's not even the worst in the scoreboard. But he is a long way behind Lauren Laverne.
Did I hear my ears burning?
4.19 planets.
No.
Yeah.
You're a bad planet-eating man.
What? But the planets are so delicious!
But what about lunch? Was that ready?
Lunch is looking pretty good.
How many planets are we having for lunch?
All organic, all local.
It's all good.
No calories.
Love a local planet.
Come on,
Let's
then.
go, come on. Turkey on it.
A couple of
Special
cremated
plate.
ones in
No,
there.
cremated
burnt ones.
I like them, Dick. Get them on there.
Whoa, you're going to love that, haven't you?
There you go.
Hey, tea. Cheers.
Nicely done.
Local produce, yeah. Oh, good. Okay, it may not be easy being green, but it is fun, isn't it? It's all right. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And delicious.
It tastes good, doesn't it? Oh, yeah.
So is this organic food making me thinner?
That's what's wrong with that.
That's all for this series. Keep up the good work at bbc.co.uk/Bloom.
That's where I've been going wrong.
So if you didn't realise you have healing remedies and beauty treatments right there in your back garden, James Wong is here to reveal all. Brand new series, Grow Your Own Drugs, is next on BBC Two.